Can you look a picture up of the guy?
No, I can't, or I would have already done it.
Well, have your people do that? It has nothing to do with me.
That.
Well, then that's your problem. That's not my problem, officer.
Because you have to identify yourself.
I'm a law-abiding citizen that's on his way to a dentist appointment.
Why would a law-abiding citizen have an issue identifying
because you don't have the right.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy. Today's video is by a YouTube channel by the name of Mr. Brandon Banks. If you have not subscribed to his channel, please show support and go and do so. Today we're about to take a look at the New Jersey Police Department and one of the most ridiculous traffic stops I've ever seen. So just a quick rundown. I'm gonna make this fast and we're gonna jump into the video because this is ridiculous. A driver was stopped, a female driver. She has a male passenger. The police officer requests the ID from the male passenger because the female has a restraining order against another man who was not in the vehicle. But this police officer feels that it's his duty to identify the passenger to ensure that he is not the individual in which she has a restraining order against. The most ridiculous part of it all is she's constantly telling him he is not the guy. This just goes to show the lengths that police will go to identify you, to make sure they can put you in the database, NCIC, so they can always have your information. Don't identify if you do not have to. I'm not going to speak too long. Let's jump into this video. We're definitely going to dive more in later.
Do an investigation, like I just said, because you have a restraining order against somebody, and I want to make sure he's not him for your safety.
No, I don't think that's the law, brother.
It is
not me. You have not identified me as that
person.
person.
I'm trying to identify you, and
but
you won't.
I'm not. You need to identify Terrell and find out where he's at.
No, I need to find out who's in the car with her.
No, you don't.
He's not allowed to be in the car with her, and if that's you, then it's
yeah, but you're not supposed to be harassing the person that was harassed. You need to go harass the harasser, not the harassee. You see what I'm saying? You're harassing she filed a restraining order against this man because she didn't feel safe, not because she wanted to be harassed every time she got pulled over. Let me ask you an honest question, officer. Every time she gets a traffic ticket, do you think that she wants every man in her car investigated because she has a restraining order on a prior man?
Because what happens?
No.
Are you able to stop out to this location?
This is not the way the law works, officer.
Because
it just
what happens
isn't.
Is a lot of times, listen.
It just isn't.
Will you listen?
Can you look a picture up of the guy?
No, I can't, or I would have already done it.
Well, have your people do that? It has nothing to do with me.
That.
Well, then that's your problem. That's not my problem, officer.
Because you have to identify yourself.
I'm a law-abiding citizen that's on his way to a dentist appointment.
Why would a law-abiding citizen have an issue identifying
because you don't have the right.
I do.
You don't have the right. This is a traffic stop. This is not a criminal investigation.
It just turned
this is a traffic stop. This is a routine traffic stop.
You call your supervisor.
He's on his way.
I'm completely refusing because I want black people to know that you guys can't do this to us anymore.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but you don't have the right to do this. You do not.
Because what
you do not, and everybody's gonna find out that I'm not Terrell. It's easy. Everybody knows I'm not Terrell. They're gonna.
How do I know that? How do they know that until you tell them?
That information.
Yeah, why don't you Google Terrell? I mean, don't you got a phone? You don't know how to use Google? They gave you a badge and you don't know how to use Google, sir?
Listen, how are you going to Google somebody?
Google his first and last name. You know his name. How'd you find out his name?
Yeah, and you know how
Google it. His name came up in your NCIC. His name came up in NCIC in your computer. So you're lying. Officer, you're making yourself look kind of crazy on
Facebook. Look crazy. That's fine.
Come on now. He's in your computer. You know I'm not him. You don't got a computer in your car?
Yes, I have a computer in the car. It tells me who she has a restraining order against. It does not give me any of his DL or his anything else against him. If it was, take a picture of him and look at you and be like, oh, that's not Terrell.
And so your system is that flawed that it takes you 30 minutes to get a picture of a guy? You can get his name, but you can't get his picture? I bet you I can get his picture. I bet you I can find his picture right now faster than you can on Google.
Go ahead.
This guy on Gloucester, what's your name, officer?
Gloucester Township, Officer Lawrence, badge 244.
Badge 244. This guy needs to identify me as not being a restraining order, somebody that has a restraining order against the woman I'm in the vehicle with. I am not that person. Now, he can't identify me as that person.
But he refuses
I asked him to Google this person. He can't even Google it. It's taking them 45 minutes, guys. This is where your taxpayers' money, this is where your money is going in Sicklerville. This is what the police officers are spending their time doing.
Just a quick question. Even if we were to Google someone by his name, you know how many people are named
That's
that?
what I tried to tell
Man, there's all information in there. Come on. This is common sense.
Listen, the victim of a lot of domestic violences go back to their abuser.
And so I don't
and the
really
abuser could have you driving him around, so we just got to make sure that's not happening.
Town of Castle Rock versus Gonzalez. is a United States Supreme Court case in which the court ruled 7-2 that a town and its police department could not be sued under 42 U.S.C. 1983 for failing to enforce a restraining order. Rodriguez versus the United States. The Supreme Court of the United States has held that investigative detentions, including traffic stops, must be temporary and last no longer than is necessary to effectuate the purpose of the stop. Consequently, traffic stops may become unreasonable if they are unnecessarily prolonged. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit, which oversees Arizona and several other western states, recently ruled that law enforcement cannot, I repeat, cannot extend a traffic stop because a passenger refuses to give their identification unless the officer has a reasonable suspicion the person has committed a crime. So as we just read, in the town of Castle Rock versus Gonzalez, police have no responsibility for protecting citizens or enforcing restraining orders. In Rodriguez versus the United States, a police officer cannot extend a traffic stop without probable cause. He can only keep you stopped for as long as it takes him to write a citation or a warning. That is it. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit has held that police officers cannot require a passenger to ID unless they suspect him of committing a crime. So what's the problem with this stop? This New Jersey police officer violated all three of these cases. He went above and beyond to get ID, so far as to claim that the passenger may be the stalker or the person who the restraining order is filed against. He extended the stop, violating Rodriguez versus the United States without probable cause. And he continued to demand that the passenger had to ID, although the Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit stated that he didn't if he's not suspected of committing a crime.
Hey, de-escalation, man. Black Lives Matter. It's called de-escalate,
That's
not
what we're trying to
elevate.
do, but you
That's why we're just
De-escalation, man.
And we're just
I tried to de-escalate. I tried. You guys didn't. You guys couldn't think.
Yeah, there's nothing
How about
to
yelling or
de-escalate.
you
We're not de-escalating
anything?
anything.
Okay.
We're just fucking to de-escalate.
I apologize. I'm
Okay.
excited. Let me lower my voice.
So this is what I've been trying to do.
Okay.
So like I was saying, a lot of times victims of domestic violence go back to their abuser. Okay? And through that relationship, they might have her be like, "Hey, listen, you got to go take you forever." So to make sure that that's not going on in this car stop, I need to identify you. That's it.
Yeah, but you're going above and beyond. You're trying to be
Why?
Superman. You're trying to be Superman, and you're
I care about her and her being held captive
if you
by
really,
somebody she has a
if
restraining
you really
order?
cared, you'd be looking this guy up right now just to make sure. Because if he could, what if he's dangerous? You should be trying every avenue. You're not even looking in your phone. You're not even looking in your phone to at least attempt. You're not even attempting to see what this guy looks like.
Acting like this, I have to stay up here with her because now that you know that I might know that you're Terrell. If you're you're Terrell, now you might try to hurt her. So how can I leave her?
Oh my goodness, this is
I
crazy.
appreciate the concern, but this is not Terrell.
Okay.
And this is what happens every time if she gets pulled over.
It could happen, yes.
Oh my goodness, ladies, listen. This is a warning to all you ladies.
Why would you tell a lady not to get a restraining order?
Ladies, this is a warning. This is what happens. If you put a restraining order on a man, it better be for real. I'm telling you, it better be for real.
And I believe
because
she thinks that hers is.
I know hers is real. Hers is real. This is legitimate. And this is what she has to. This is what she has to deal with. This is what this woman has to deal with. But all you girls out there that are lying, you better not be lying because this is what you're gonna have to deal with. Every time you get. And they can't get a picture of this guy Terrell. You got a picture of this guy? Does this guy have a Facebook? Hey, yo, Facebook.com. Type in T-E. I don't know how to spell Terrell. I don't know how you spell his name. There's Facebook, Instagram. There's, True People Search. TruePeopleSearch.com. That's a good one. I used to use that at my telemarketing job. You ever heard True People Search? And True People Finder. I go to school for IT. If you guys need any help, like you guys got like 7 guys here, right? Making $25 an hour, right? It's a lot of taxpayers' money, right? I can help you guys upgrade your system so that you can see what people look like a lot faster. I would love to. I'd love to. I'd love to give you my business card right now, but I don't want to tell you what my name is because this is too good to be true. But I can help you guys update your system, seriously. Because your system is seriously flawed, and this is money taxpayers' money, guys. Gloucester Township community. This is your taxpayers' money, man. These guys are going to find out I'm not Terrell. And if they had an updated system that could show you guys faster who criminals were, then you guys would be able to get a lot more for your community. I mean, look at this rundown building right here. It's such an eyesore in your town. If you could put like a playground here or something, you know what I mean? So I want, guys, like, subscribe, follow me, make sure you share this live, and we're gonna start a GoFundMe to try to help these people out. Maybe we can get a GoFundMe and we can upgrade their system so that they can identify criminals faster. Hey, the police are our friends, guys. Blue Lives Matter.
You good?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you did a great job today, brother. I want to give you a.
Okay, thanks.
You know what I mean? I commend you for that. Your de-escalation tactics, Officer Lance, badge number 244. Hand clap.
You should clap then. You don't have so I give you issues for the speeding. Also for a careless. There's a pay by date here. So if you want, just pay it by that date. You can follow the instructions on this website here. If you would like a court date, there's a number right here you can call, and they can set up a court date for you.
Thank you.
All right? Thank you. You guys have a good night.
Likewise. Take care.
So as we see, police can go to the extreme to try and get your IDs to ensure that you're going to be entered into the NCIC. If you have not committed a crime, make sure you don't ID. Don't let your rights be violated. A big kudos to Mr. Brandon Banks. He refused to allow his rights to be violated. Make sure you know your rights. Down below is a link to my free ebook, or you can click the link above my head. Make sure you know your rights and don't let your rights be violated. My ebook is going to teach you what you can and can't do when you encounter the police, and what the police can and can't do when they encounter you. Make sure you know your rights. With that being said, We the People University, signing off.